Imagine this. Your company is growing. You've got more inquiries, you've got more projects, you've got more employees, and your revenue is higher than ever before. Your leads are higher, your team is more productive. Yet somehow you're working more hours than you did 3 years ago. You're still approving drawings, more of them. You're still reviewing each one of the quotations. You're still answering client calls. You're still resolving escalations, issues, post handoff snag discussions. You're still approving purchases. You're still managing vendors or at least following up on delayed tasks. And every evening, you wonder, if my business is growing, then why is there such a massive dependency still on me? And this is not you alone. This is one of the most common questions that we see, common patterns that we see across boutique firms, be it in India or somewhere else. Could be an interior design studio in Mumbai. It could be a fit out company in Dubai, architectural practice in Singapore, a design build firm in London. And the symptoms are always remarkably similar. The company grows, but the founder is the bottleneck. Eventually, growth slows down, not because demand disappears. Demand is high, it's still high, it's still rising, but because the operational model has stopped scaling. One founder explained it very nicely. He said that my business can survive without me for 1 week. He didn't say 2 months, he didn't say 2 weeks, he didn't say 10 days. He said 1 week. After that, he said, decisions start piling up. Clients start calling, approvals get delayed, and everyone waits. And that's the uncomfortable truth, that many firms, they don't have an operating model or an operating system or a process which can scale. It's still heavily founder dependent. What they have is a founder, and the founder is the system. The founder, or at least key members of the founders team, maybe, they are the ones that still remember what is pending, what's not. They are the ones who know which client is upset. They know which project is delayed because of which reason and what are the implications for it for all the other teams. Bottleneck. They know what must happen next. And because the founder and maybe a couple more people know everything, nobody else has to, at least for a while. And eventually, the growth exposes this structural weakness. Here's a simple test. If I walked into your office right now and asked, how many active projects do you have? How many projects are currently delayed? In what phase? Which approvals are pending? Which clients need attention this week? Can somebody ask immediately, or would they have to call three people, check four spreadsheets, or give you a call? And that difference will tell you everything you need to know about operational maturity. Mature firms, they don't necessarily have better people. What they have is a better transparency or a better visibility. The information, it resides inside the business as a whole. It does not exist inside individuals. And visibility creates something incredibly valuable. It creates predictability. Systematic, hence predictable. When leaders can see what's happening, they can manage things proactively. And when they cannot, they spend their entire time reacting. They spend their entire time firefighting. They spend their entire time being surprised by issues that were either easily fixable or easily preventable. Most founders eventually discover that they're not overwhelmed because they lack talent in the company. They're overwhelmed because they've become the central nervous system, the bottleneck, the singular point through which everything has to flow. Every project, every location ultimately goes through them, therefore, choking happens. Another common sign that appears, it appears during hiring. There's a new project manager who's just joined, let's say, or a new designer or a new coordinator, anybody. 3 months in, they're still asking the founder for information. It's not because they're incapable, it's because knowledge they need, it's not documented anywhere. It's trapped inside conversations. It's trapped in somebody's mind. It's trapped on WhatsApp threads. It's trapped inside the founder's rough notes that he made in a notebook some months ago. The most scalable firms, they tend to solve a different problem than most people think. They don't focus purely on sales. They don't focus purely on working harder, longer. They focus on reducing dependencies. Every process becomes a little bit more visible. Every responsibility becomes just slightly clearer. Every project becomes easier to understand. And over time, the organization becomes stronger than any individual, including leadership, including founder circle, including founder himself. And that's where something interesting happens. Businesses start operating without constant intervention. Not perfectly. No business operates perfectly, right? But predictably. And predictability is what ultimately creates scale. In the next episode, we'll examine where operational chaos really begins, which is at lead management. Because many firms don't have a lead generation problem, they are losing opportunities that they never even realized they had. Or they're making the wrong kind of pitches. Or they're not spending enough time understanding the lead before sending a pitch, hence losing pitches. If any part of this episode felt uncomfortable, that's actually a good thing because most operational problems they don't appear overnight. They develop gradually as companies grow. The challenge is that once founder dependency, visibility gaps, opaqueness, process bottlenecks, individual dependency, not just founder, anybody, become part of daily operations, then they're difficult to spot from inside the business. That's why we've opened up a limited number of complimentary free operational audit consultations. We'll walk you through your current workflow, we'll identify the bottlenecks and show you where the delays are happening, margin is being eaten up, and operational risk is hiding. You can request an audit or a free 2-month trial for Immaculate platform at immaculate.co.in/trial. Are you enjoying this series? If so, please subscribe for the next stage of the operational audit.